season, bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Complete to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there in the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll run it from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. On the run, it's Baxter. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
The Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Manning. Snagged in the middle, it's Lockett. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the big...
Turning it on! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Now this offense is back on the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Complete on the comeback. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Now adjusting. Makes the catch. It's Craven. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Still early in the game after that incompletion setting up 4th down. You are trailing, but do you want to get aggressive? Do you want to play it safe? Does this thing get out of hand? Those are all questions and factors that are swirling around this head coach's mind now.
Wants to bring it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Manning. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
On the ground, it's Baxter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the option. Quick toss. Jukes his way for more. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the single back. breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And the Longhorns light it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They've held this ball forever, driven it deep. Now facing a 3rd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going over the top. He's got it on the outside. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Correct snap. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he's going to go down at the 1.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps him. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Finds his tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. All out of space. Touchdown, Texas! Oh, that may be it, and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Works the middle of the field. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the catch. It's Watson. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw on third. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lockett. Racing to the right. Touchdown Longhorns! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move, it's Watson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Grab near the marker, it's Watson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Off the boot, looking for his man. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Come the horns, they've got it again on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finding an escape route. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Manning. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys. Wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 2 to Middle Tennessee. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick. and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
On the run, it's Price. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Lockett. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Watson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to get the corner. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's dragged down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To the big fella.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they're definitely playing the deep.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds a man in the middle. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Unloads to the right, and it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Motion from the wide receiver. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and short kick. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's Craver. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. He wants a big play here late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee.